So going to be doing a trader gap today, basically break even day up $63. So relative to a 50K account, I mean, it is in all technicality a green day, but going to be going over through all the trades. Just started this on here so you can see I was up $63. I took 2 trades. It says I took 3, but because this one I had to take profit 1 and take profit 2, it counts those as separate trades. It's kind of weird, but I didn't take 3 trades. It was 2. So first trade on the day, we'll go over, start on the hourly time frame. Couldn't paste. Okay, I don't know what that's about. But hourly, we were at the time super overextended, right? I thought with, between Asia session and London session, we had 4 bearish candles. So I thought we were very overextended. I thought we were due for a move down, but we were moving into this big high time frame hourly imbalance that we had left from Friday. So I thought we might as well go in and fill that. On the first trade I took, though, however, was kind of more of a distribution. We had a ton of good draws of liquidity. We had London session lows. We had some imbalance left in Asia session, and we had a ton of Asia session lows that were, well, relatively intact. These haven't been visited yet. So I thought we could definitely go for a short. At the time, we had a huge 4-hour bearish SMT with ES as well. So we were making lower lows here, and ES, I actually still have. Okay, I don't know what that was about. I've never had that message before, but whatever. Anyways, I thought we were going to continue to go lower. We were obviously distributing down to the downside. We had that 4-hour bearish SMT, so I don't have it marked on NQ anymore, but we were making lower lows, and we go over to ES, we were making significantly higher highs, or lower highs on NQ, higher highs on ES. I thought this was going to hold up pretty well. Obviously, it was not the case, but I wasn't married to the bias today. 5-minute, we had this close, so we had this break of structure to the downside. I wanted to enter earlier, but it was just too early in the market. 9:30, 9:35 was just too early for me. Anyways, the 1 minute was looking suspect, so I was waiting for 5-minute close below a low. We obviously did that, but we also formed all those breaker blocks on the left side. So we had a 15-minute here that we closed. We barely closed below, but we also closed below this one as well. So we formed a couple breaker blocks on the 15-minute and the 5-minute as well, so I thought that was going to be enough. Obviously was not the case. I literally got stopped out in 3 minutes. So wasn't the best of trades, but I wasn't married to the bias either. So I thought, okay, what are we going to do? I was reassessing everything. And the second trade was basically purely distribution. We were clearly flushing to the upside. After we had this 5-minute close above these highs, I thought, okay, we are definitely going to continue to go higher. So as soon as that 5-minute candle opened was when I went long. And obviously that worked out for today. I de-risked heavily on this one. I really shouldn't be doing 5 minis anyways, or 5 micros, sorry, I'm not a psychopath. I shouldn't be doing 5 micros anyways. I'm probably going to end up downsizing to 3 or 4 maybe on the first trade. This one was 2 that I then added to after I think it was this closure above here because I already had caught like 30 points. So I added another one. We then closed all the way up here, so then I moved stops to break even, which ended up being right here because I knew we were 83 to 55, so we were over 30 points away from my stop loss. I thought that was going to be enough room, and I was trying to target the top of this imbalance. I then ended up just closing up here because I thought we are within an hourly fair value gap. Price action can be very iffy within those high time frame fair value gaps. I knew we weren't just going to like crash and burn, but I also didn't want to just get hung up in this trade. So ended up closing out in profit. Ended up being a good move on the day because we ended up closing at more than break even, $63 in the green. So pretty good trade today. I'm really satisfied with where it was. I had a good bounce back. I didn't over leverage on the second one. I knew, hey, I'm good with taking a second trade, but we have to de-risk on it, and that's exactly what I did. So overall, good bounce back day. Was almost as good as yesterday. We just were a little iffy again because, as I said earlier in the session, we took out London session lows, which can make it, or London session highs, which can make it a little suspect to try and trade longs after we leave London session lows intact, but we already took out London session highs and try and take hot longs to it, and it was a little confusing today, but it was purely based off of distribution.